Welcome to Moonlight Madness, and today we're doing the reading for Fire, Sun, Moon and Rising. The decks I'll be using today is the Lover's Path Tarot by Chris Walderher, that one, and the Enchanted Map by Colette Barrymore-Reed, and Work Your Light, Oracle Cards by Rebecca Campbell. Okay, so the first card I pulled out of all of those was the High Priestess. So some of you may be, how would I put it, gifted, as in psychically gifted. You may see and feel and hear things long before they happen. You see beyond the veil. Now the veil is very thin at the moment because we're in this season of, we're in Scorpio season. So we've just come out of Halloween. That's the Day of the Dead, when the dead can walk the earth. So if you've had any visitations recently, that can represent that you're seeing and sensing things long before they happen. Well, I'm a psychic medium, so I do see the dead. I also see things that happen in the future, and things that have happened that have already passed, like it's a past memory. So it's the Silver method, Silver mind control method. Jose Silva invented it, where he talks about if it's on your left side of your shoulder, the vision is a future event. If it's on your right side of your shoulder, that you're seeing in your peripheral vision, it is already past, it's already happened. So we've got wisdom. Now wisdom is also talking about being aware, be highly aware of your area where you're living, translating book, learning into understanding. A teacher who will share with you what you are seeking, using wisdom to transform a difficult situation for the better. So that's it. And that's this storybook is to do with Shahad and Shavira, which is knowledge, education and enlightenment. So Shahad, the wise bride of the king Shavar, tells many compelling stories. Wisdom won the king's love and trust. In doing so, she saved her life as well as those of her fellow women of the kingdom. Then you have the Queen of Arrows crossing your path. This is represented by air sign. This is Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. A very smart, very sharp with words person is crossing your path. You may meet very soon. Queen of Arrows is in this deck, but it's the Queen of Swords in the mythical, the Rider-Waite deck. And so she is brilliant, very intelligent, very honest. Wisdom in matters of the heart, self-knowledge, brilliance in writing and speaking. So you may have to do some writing, or there may be someone around you that you will learn how to write. You might want to do a writing course. It could be some sort of creative writing course. It's something that you could be really good at. You may want to publish a book about what you do, what you see. There was a book I read recently. It's called Lisa Marie and Riley Keough, From Here to the Great Unknown. And in the book, I've got it here. It's a very good book. It's in conversational, like an interview technique. So you've got Lisa in one text, and you've got Riley Keough in another font, another text. And in the beginning of the book, she talks about, I used to talk to her back when I lived in Brisbane. That would have been in 2014, 2013. I was on this site for parenting called The Beanstalk. I don't even know if it's still alive or around. She used to get on there. I thought, oh, it can't be the Lisa Marie Presley, but apparently it was, because I had a vision for her. I saw Elvis in a dream playing with the wind and the leaves, and he was pushing them along. He was blowing them. He thought it was a joke. He thought it was funny, and he was trying to tell me that, to let her know, and I did write up there on the Beanstalk chat room. I said, your father plays with the wind and with the weather, and she put it in her book, and I couldn't believe it. I was so touched and shocked that she put it in there, but she kind of must have known that I told her I see things, and if I get an impression, I would tell her. So I did. I saw Elvis, and I didn't even have to see much footage of him to get that. He just came through really easily. I have read in the book that he was into esoteric knowledge. He was very, very spiritual, into meditation, and he was, because he did Tai Chi, or was it Taekwondo? He started looking up sacred geometry and things that you wouldn't expect to find in his room. According to that book, he used to do. He used to get right into those things. It says in the recent past, in the fire signs, you may have lost somebody very important to you. You know, you may have lost a loved one through death, or you might have had a broken heart because you lost the love of your life. The Three of Arrows is saying that she's around you right now. She can come through, or he, because we're so close to we had the full moon in Scorpio, that was on the 1st of November. And then we're going into Pluto is in Scorpio on the 19th, which is a couple of weeks away. Pluto is a very dense, heavy energy. Now we've got the elections going on at the moment, and I'm not sure how that will go down. But I was watching another YouTube channel, Starseed Zion, and he was saying that there's a lot of upheaval, there's a lot of worry energy over in America, because they're scared of who's going to get in. They don't really like either of the choices, and they're scared that if one of them gets in, it will go really bad. People are talking about leaving America if this one particular person gets into power, who's already been in power before. We are in an Aquarian era. Now, the other leader is a Gemini, and he's the twin. And it did talk about the Day of the Dead. There's my phone going off. So sorry. Well, it's just a number, I don't know. Just quit it. No. Just going to turn my phone off. Alright. And it's spam, power off. Yeah. Alright, it's off now. So they did say that if he gets back into power, that people are going to leave the country. A bit like what happened when Meghan Markle decided to leave America to go live in England, because when Trump got in, all the actors didn't like him because he had a thing against actors, and so they all left, mass exit. A lot of actors have moved to Australia because of it. And so now Meghan Markle's back in her country. She's going to have to put up with him again. Either she moves back to, I don't know, London, or if not, well, I think they're saying that she's going to move to Portugal. That would make a lot of sense to me, because she doesn't want to be anywhere near him. Okay, so now you've also got the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups is a past lover, past person that was in your life. They are shown as very empathetic, very spiritual. They'll know things that you won't possibly even know yourself before they even happen. They have a lot of people trying to vie for their attention. They could be in the medical field, they could be a nurse or a doctor or someone that is in the caring profession. They tend to give more of themselves than most people. They don't always get back what they give out. They are very empathetic, very compassionate, very motherly type. You could have cancer. They could have a cancer placement in their chart. Cancers are very emotional. So are Pisces, and so are Scorpion. So that's someone in your past who was a big part of your life. And then you've got here up on the top, you've got the Justice card. Some type of court case or legal battle is coming up for you. I don't know if it's to do with a decision, whether you're parting ways with someone, or whether you're, I don't know, taking new vows with somebody. Like it could mean you may remarry, or if you're not married, you may marry. It's talking about a marriage, because we've got the fertility card as well. The Empress card represents marriage as well. Some of you who are not married are getting married to an air sign. Yeah. And you've come up in your own reading here too. So we've got the Empress, the Justice card in this deck, and it's got a different meaning, of different decks mean different things. Well, justice will be done. Yeah, need for a more detached viewpoint of a troublesome situation. Fairness and detachment. There you go. Yeah. So the story of Penelope and Odysseus told in Homer's Odyssey through Odysseus had been gone for 10 long years. Penelope waited loyally for his return. However, she was overwhelmed with suitors who wished to fill the empty place in her marital bed. Through her cleverness, she managed to delay the advances. Pretending to be a new suitor, Odysseus won a contest Penelope had devised and slew all the suitors before claiming his wife anew. Wow, so that's the story of the Justice card. So the fertility card is the Empress card, as I said to you. She's the Empress. She's like, this is marriage. It can represent marriage or children. Some of you may want to have a child, or you may have already had several children, you want another one. But the Empress can represent, she sits on her throne, she represents the four major arcana. She is the Queen of Cups, loving and compassionate. She's the Queen of Swords, very discerning, very by the book, logical thinker, very smart, very a lot of wisdom. Then you've got the Queen of Fire, which is she's fun, she's outgoing, she likes to sing, dance, act, play. You're the fire, you're the Queen of Fire, and you know she's the most fun person in the zodiac. She's the life of the party, and she's very attractive. She's always got people looking at her. She's a very good-looking person. You may be very attractive yourself, but you don't even realise it. You may have a lot of people looking at you, and you don't even realise that they're looking. She's just oblivious because she's so busy doing other things. If you have fire in your chart, very handsome person or very beautiful-looking individual you are, and this is why you've got a lot of suitors around you at the moment. Then you've got, so then you've got the Empress. Now the fertility card, like I said, it can do with wanting to have children, or if you don't want children, be very careful. Yeah, abundance and growth, ruling over one's life, a new marriage. It's said marriage twice now with the Justice card, or a special relationship, practical action that manifests as physical product. Yeah, like artistic endeavours or wealth. You may have a few. You might have not a baby on the way, but you may have a company that's your baby. You might be building up a business that's your baby. And you have to give to it every day, nurture it every day for it to grow into something amazing. And it will grow because what you've got around you is the Ace of Cups, which is the love. Your cup runneth over. You have someone offering you great love. Yeah. And it can talk about, and that's in 1 month's time. So this proposal is coming to you in 1 month, one moon. I don't know if you're dating anyone at the moment, but it's telling you. You may also be finding a new home because you move in with them. They want you to move in straight away. And you're going to be very happy with them. Yeah, very rewarding. Joyful relationships about to begin. It may be with a new person who enters your life, or it can represent a new phase of emotional intimacy with a current partner. When faced with an outpouring of affection, allow love to flow freely from your own heart, knowing that you deserve it in return. Yeah. This can indicate the awakening of new psychic abilities or spiritual epiphanies. Watch out for the signs of the fairies. Yeah. So it's telling you that you've got these gifts that are coming to you. The gift could be the gift of psychic ability, the gift of sight, because water represents emotion. Water represents ruled by the moon, which the moon, as we know, affects the tides, it affects the women's cycles, it affects all sorts of things. But the moon is a feminine card. So if you're a feminine, you may be attracted to another feminine. You may be, on the fence about your sexuality. You may be interested in someone that's a female. That is an air sign. That is a psychic medium. Then you've got here the awakening. This is the sun. Okay, if you were trying to have a baby, you will have a son. The sun card is the happiest card in the deck. It's an awakening. And it's talking about children. So you may have children around you, which you may currently have kids of your own, and you may want, as I said, another child. When you do, it will be a boy. So we've got here the awakening. I'm just going to read out of this little booklet, see what it says. It's different to what I know of the sun, which is the happiest card in the zodiac, in the deck. And it means what you hope for is happiness, you'll have it. This book is kind of all over the shop. Here we go. Cupid, fertility and optimism, emotional awakening, an expansive, life-affirming energy that brings opportunities and optimism, love and sexuality, creativity and procreation. You may be doing a creative project that's online, or it's a business that you're trying to build up and you're going to do very well at it, you're going to succeed at it. Then you come up in your own reading, that is the outcome, is the Princess of Staves, that's you. And you are shown to be, like I said, a very good looking, handsome person that attracts a lot of attention. You may be a Leo. This is specifically for a Leo because the sun is a Leo card. And you may get the attention of many, many suitors. But you are currently going to be proposed to if you're not already married. maybe a renewal of vows is what I'm seeing. You may have a renewal of vows. The Princess of Staves, yeah. And in this book, it's going to tell you something different to the Rider-Waite. Just like I said, loves to sing, dance, act. You could be either a singer, dancer, or an actor. Yeah. Communication and enthusiasm. You need to listen to inspiration. An inexperienced young person who may be very passionate but not very experienced. Oh, no, that's the Staves. I got the wrong one. Oh, that's right. Ah, important communications. You may be, yeah, being communicated to you that there is a sun. You may get a message, or you might be going and watching your card readings or doing a card reading with a psychic medium that's predicting a child is coming in, and it's a boy. And this could happen within, the sun is 1 and 9, that's 10. 1 year's time, maybe. Or maybe you're thinking about it now. Does it tell you when? I haven't got a time frame with this one. I can try and pull another card. 60 minutes. Let's cut it in half. No, it's not telling me. Oh, 2 coins. Maybe within 1 to 2 years there will be this child. Yeah. This card is your Oracle card. And it's called the Enchanted Map Oracle. You just take 1 or 2 if you want. This, in a proper reading, I'd probably do 2, but I'm just going to do 1 today. Shuffled it, cut it in half. Rescue. Someone's going to help you out. And this deck, it's the Work Your Light Oracle by Rebecca Campbell. It's like a decoupage, it's quite pretty. You see the card? Quite pretty. Oh. Okay, it's telling you to align. Something's out of alignment in your life that you need to work on. I'm not sure what that is, but we'll find out. Okay. I'll pull another card in a minute from the other deck to figure out what you need to align in your life. Rescue is the 16. Align your life is 34. What is not aligned or needs to change? What in your life is not aligned or needs to change is no longer in alignment with who you truly are. We are cyclic beings in a constant state of change, of evolution, of growth. Change is one of the only certainties of life. When you resist your cyclic nature, you resist life and feel stuck. Many of us have learned to be who the world wants us to be, but there comes a time when it is harder to hold on to the facade than it is to embrace who we truly are, to surrender to how we have changed and align life to the way of being. If you pulled this card, you are being called to let go of who you once were, or the things that make the things that you once defined yourself by your job, whether you were an actor, a singer, or a dancer. You may want to not do that anymore. The relationship and the mask you wore, and to embrace who you truly are now, to courageously step into the person that you came here to be in full authenticity, to embrace your weirdness and your uniqueness. Perhaps you've outgrown some relationships or circumstances, and it is time to reassess and bring all the parts of your life into alignment so that they are congruent with who you truly are today. Yeah, wow, okay. That's interesting. And then we've got rescue. Rescue's number 16. Okay, you are already safe and secure and free to be yourself. Asking for help isn't easy for many successful people. However, that's what you need to do now as you expand your life. If you find yourself troubled, you can expect help with whatever issue is at hand now. You need only ask and assistance will come your way. The most important support you can expect is from spirit. Get into a right relationship with the divine and you'll see that many conditions line up as if by magic to provide you with all the help you need. Ask and you will receive. There is no need to fear. Safety is a place within. Okay? So whatever you need help in, whether it's planning this new creative venture that you're doing, you'll get help from others, from friends that may have already done something that you're looking at doing yourself. I'll just see if I can find out. Yeah, so it's the job. The job that you used to do is no longer fitting in with your lifestyle. If you have several children, Maybe this job used to take you away for many months where it was suitable when you were single, but now you've got children, you can't do that long a stint away because you've got children to worry about at home. This is what I'm picking up. You need to be around the children more because they may be small. The Hangman. Oh, okay. It's perspective. And maybe you're looking at it in a different perspective. This is also the Pisces card. So you may have to look at, like, when Odin was hung upside down on the tree of life, he came up with all 12 symbols of the runes. Because he was upside down and the blood rushed to his head, he got all these images in his head. So maybe you have to look at something in a different way. You may be looking at it one way, but you may need to look at it in a different light or a different perspective. You know, if you're the lion and you're going to eat the mouse is terrified of the lion because the lion is ferocious and it's bigger than him. Of course he's going to be trembling. But if you're the lion and you see the mouse, you're not going to be scared of the mouse because the mouse is so tiny and can't defend itself. It's basically saying that you have to look at it in different perspectives before you make a decision. That's all I have for you today. I hope that helps somebody out there with fire.